What's going on, everybody, and welcome to part 6 of the Halite 2018/Halite 3 tutorial series. In the previous video, we got our bots basically to the point where they run around, they collect enough Halite to get basically somewhere equal or lesser to 333 Halite, and then they attempt to go drop it off, and we're seeing that they're getting stuck at the depot here. At least one of the more likely reasons why they're getting stuck is, first of all, they're just always going to get stuck. So if we look back at our code, when we go to deposit, the ship is going to continue trying to move to the shipyard position. But at some point, the ship will get to the shipyard. And at that point, once the ship has arrived at the shipyard, it's made its drop off. So in theory, the naive navigate is going to actually be don't move at all, because if we're still trying to get to that shipyard and we're at the shipyard, it'll be a don't move. So I'm going to use some truly expert logic that asks if move equals what is it? Can't remember if it's direction with a capital D. Yeah, both are a capital. Direction dot still. So if the move is don't move, basically, that means we made it and it's time to drop off. So we're going to say so if move is equal to hold still, then we're just going to say ship states ship.id is now equal to collecting, and the single quotes when everything else is double quotes is going to bother me. So we're going to fix that. Okay, so at this point, they should begin moving around pretty well. So the first thing I'm going to do now is test it, and let's see how we've done. Hopefully no errors this time. I apologize for all the errors I've been causing. Okay, so let's go into here and pull up our replays. I cleared all the other ones, so I just have the one right now. So this is after our updates. Okay, so we move out, we deposit. It looks like we actually, for the first time, somewhat reliably are collecting Halite and returning it. So that's pretty good. So what should we think about doing next? So at least when I look at this, I see a lot of behaviors like where the AIs collect and go back and forth and back and forth. So I think this would be a little more apparent. It's happening so fast because we're not collecting very much Halite. So for now, I'm just going to say, let's just change this ever so slightly. 9.5. So, oops, not 9.5. 0.95. Okay. So now if it's like almost to the max. So at this point, let me save that. We'll rerun this. We'll come over into our replay here. And watch this replay. This one's like not really too bad. Well, okay, this guy definitely just did it. Let me go back again. And this isn't like that action there where it's like zig 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 zig. That's not really beneficial. So what I would suggest is, you know, having some sort of maybe slightly extra weighting associated with just maybe holding still. We can see it, at least initially, right at the start of the game, it doesn't appear to really be an issue that happens too much, but as there's less Halite remaining in the general area, it does appear that the ships do a lot of zigzag, and we'd really rather them just finish the job, pick up all the Halite, right? So that would be the next thing I would probably start doing, and there's probably a few ways that we could do that. One option we have, though, is just whenever we so Halite dict position equals Halite amount. One thing that we could throw in here is just anywhere in here, you know, we could do it here even. If, let's say if direction equals direction dot still, we could say this is this times 4. Or let's do 3. 4 seems a little egregious. Else, it equals the regular Halite amount. So in this case, hopefully we should stay a little more still. So let's see how we do there. Let's rerun it. Whoops. I'm not, that might have been my fault. Okay, no, it wasn't my fault. Okay, what do we got here? Still is, oh my gosh, I've been throwing in a 1 here. Dude. Okay. All right, that's awesome. Really cool. I'm really having a good time with that one. Okay. Okay, back to where I was. Let me see here. I think that's the hardest thing about Halite is the way that you're executing everything is like so blind that, and then the way that Halite is working with all the other languages, because everything's just like using standard output stuff. And that just makes it really tough when it comes, like it makes it great because we can use any programming language, but it makes it super challenging when it comes to debugging. But anyway, let me see. Okay, we're definitely moving back. So let's go back to time 0.995 and then oh, the other thing was multiplying if it was, let's see, Halite dict if, Halite dict equals Halite amount, else logging.info, attempting to move, not in position choices. Okay, and then here was the other thing. So if direction equals direction.still, we want to do that. Times 4, or I guess we'll go with 3, and then else this. Okay, let's try again, shall we? No errors. Let's go. Woo! Only warnings up to 83 though. That's kind of scary. Let's see how we did. Replays. Throw it in. Can we go fast? I can't remember if we... Nope, can't. Okay, so they collect, return, and they're a little less moving around. I can't remember what we maxed out with before. And in fact, I think we have too many replays, but it's going to be any of the replays that has like a significant... So it's probably this one here. So at the end here, we ended with a little over 20,000 Halite or so. Whereas prior to this, we were picking up Halite, but we weren't getting anywhere near the same amount. So holding still definitely helps. And then the other thing that we could do is see, like for example, like once you get to this point, the question could be, at what point, like when really should you turn around? So right here, we're turning around at 0.95. What if we tried 3.3? Save that, come back here, rerun the game. Come over here, grab the replay. That's a much shorter replay. That doesn't look as good at all. I think because they're probably getting stuffed up there. That would be my guess. I don't know though. They don't look nearly, like it doesn't really look like they're getting jammed up too much. A couple of those ships definitely got jammed up. I'm tempted to run it again one more time. I definitely think, ooh, that guy aired out. Did we make it to, no, we didn't even make it far enough. I'm not sure why that bot aired out. That's interesting. Who was that? That would be this player probably. Or maybe we need to go down one more. Player 1, go to the end. Max is an empty sequence. Okay, so probably what happened there is like for one of these ships, like if they're not, well, it would be a ship that was not in port, I guess. Or I guess it could be a ship that's in there. Basically, that ship can't go anywhere because he's surrounded by our own ships. One thing you'd probably want to add later on, I'm not going to work on that in this video, but ships can swap positions. They just can't go to the same position. So you could swap positions with any of the ships though, and that would be better. So anyway, I'm gonna go back to 0.95 because apparently that was the way to go. Let's see if this one gets as many as that initially did. That's interesting. We didn't really get like any warnings at all. Let's come back over here, throw in the replay. How did we do? Pretty good again. So it looks like after turn about 200, I think, because that's in our code, we only made ships up to turn 200. We might want to go a little higher than that, so you might want to change that. And Halite, you need more than that, that's fine. And the shipyard not occupied, that's fine too. So let's try going to make ships all the way up to turn 300. Okay, the game ended. Let's check this replay. We also should try like a bigger map. Okay, so that was not nearly as good. Let's try a larger map though. So this is a 32 by 32. I think we can have all the way up to like a 64. I'm not sure if we ever do like a 2-player 64 by 64 game though. It's a pretty big game. Game has ended. Let's just check what we got here. Also doesn't look as good, so I guess we'll stick with the turn number 200 then. That's fine. Let's run that again. And then after this, we can just submit the bot. So submitting the bot is kind of the same as it was before, only now you can really just copy and paste it into the little interpreter thing, and that should be fine. And then you can run it. Otherwise, you just need to submit as my bot. This one didn't go as well either. Only got to about 10K. 200, hold on 5. But whatever. So if you want to submit the bot, it's really as simple as just go into play basically, copy your code, go to the editor, paste in your code, run it, make sure it works. Probably be a good idea. I'm pretty sure on this one we can make it run at least 10x. I wish they would add 10x to the other replays. That would be nice. There we go. Okay. Oops, go back here. Cool. Yeah, this navigation is just not very good. That would probably be the next major thing you'd want to work on, is just fixing the navigation. Like again, this guy just ran out of possible options. But regardless, when you're ready, you can just hit submit, and that uploads your bot. Otherwise, what you just need to do is have your little folder with HLT in it, and then your main script, so it should be like mybot.py is what it should be called. Zip that up to something you call like submission.zip, and then you can go to play, and then just drag and drop it in here. So again, and just in here you can see to mybot.extension and upload it. So anyway, that's all for now. If you got questions, comments, concerns, whatever, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, probably I'm going to start transitioning into doing machine learning bots rather than rule-based AI bots. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. But if you got questions, comments, whatever on the bot up to this point, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you guys in another video.